With more than 1,000 pets in foster and more sick, injured, and abused pets coming in each and every day, we need your help by taking in little ones like this. We're going to tell you all about that and so much more right here on Pets on Parade. Good morning and welcome to Pets on Parade, brought to you by 3TV. I'm Kelsey Dickerson with the Arizona Humane Society. Thank you so much for tuning in with us this morning. Now, it's been quite a while since we've had an adorable little critter on the show, and today is no exception. We're going to introduce you to Oswald here in just a bit and let you know his story. But first, meet Toby. At 11 years old, Toby needed urgent dental care. He needed 20 teeth out, and our Bridge the Gap program, which supports pet owners in crisis, as well as support from the Gray Muzzle organization, was able to cover his exam and down payment for the much-needed dental treatment. Toby's mom said, "This journey has been tough while I juggle school and work hours increase." Thank you all for making this possible. Your love truly makes a world of a difference. Together, we're giving Toby and other senior pups a chance at a healthier life. So we want to give a special thanks to the Gray Muzzle organization for all of their amazing support. And if you're in need of financial support to keep your pets in home, make sure to visit aziehumane.org/bridgethegap. And it's not quite June yet, but we always celebrate Adopt a Shelter Cat Month at AHS. But before we talk about that, please introduce us to Egeus. Sula.
This one is Egeus or Egeus in Spanish, and this is a 10-month-old white and gray, really playful kitten. He has been here making so much fun, having so much fun. He was rescued along with his two siblings by our incredible field team. And when he arrived, he had a little bit of debris in his ears, but otherwise he's super healthy and he's everything you want from a cat. Look at that. He is playful, he is cuddly, and he's super social. And also you will recognize his name from Shakespeare, A Midsummer Night's Dream. Even I have trouble with that. But anyway, this is June. We are celebrating National Adopt a Shelter Cat. And while kittens like Egeus tend to find homes really fast, it's our older cats who really need your help. So as the summer busy season rolls in, we are asking you to open your hearts to all felines of all age, of every age. So kittens and big ones. To learn more about Egeus, you can visit aziehumane.org/adopt, and you can see all the other cats that are needing a home.
Oh my goodness, so cute. You know what? You never know what you're going to get on Pets on Parade. A little Shakespeare, a little Greek mythology, you never know. So thank you so much for that, Sula. And we saw this cutie at the beginning of the show. Now it's time to meet him. And you know that we love a good pet with a human name. Please introduce us to Oswald, ladies.
This is Oswald, little one-year-old bunny, and believe it or not, found as a stray. You know, I wish people wouldn't do that. Rabbits do not do well out in the wild. So Oswald was brought in, checked out by our veterinarians. He's a little bit shy. That's why I've got him kind of in this position on my legs, because he's a little nervous when we put him down on the ground. But they say his foster says he is sweet, playful, fun, and his favorite treats have papaya in them. So they have these papaya yogurt treats. Those are his absolute favorite. Hannah's going to tell us about some of the other critters we've got at AHS.
Yeah, so if you're interested in Oswald or in any of our other critters, we have quite a few of them at the Humane Society right now that are available for adoption. We also have some bonded bunnies and guinea pigs. We just ask for you to do some research about these animals before you bring them into your home, just so that you're more well prepared for them joining your family. Our team is happy to help you get matched with the perfect pet. So if you're interested in more information, you can visit aziehumane.org/adopt.
Absolutely. We have some amazing pets looking for adoption. So thank you so much for that reminder, ladies. And we talked just a bit ago about not forgetting our older kitties when it comes to adopting, but same goes for fostering. But first, you know, we saw his crazy brother at the beginning of the show. It's time to meet Mr. Gray.
This is Mr. Gray. He came in with his sibling, and they were only just days old. Their ears were closed, their eyes were closed. I mean, they were teeny tiny, and we put them in our bottle baby ICU for a little bit and got them stable. And then they finished up in a foster home, and that's where they just thrived. They loved every minute of being in a home environment. That's how they are so much more social. And the gray kitties, 2 shades of gray, had the eyes and the coat, and they are just gorgeous. You don't really see gray as often, so I mean, it would be so cool if someone could adopt both of them, him and his brother, because they are just the coolest. They would be cute little bookends. And look how fun they are. Kittens, they will give you hours of entertainment, I tell you. I just love kittens. And like Kelsey said, we have over 1,000 animals in our foster care. And it would be great if some people would maybe consider fostering adult cats.
That's right. We have plenty of adult cats for adoption, but we also have a need for fostering the older cats. And good examples of that are Sweet Caroline and Daisy. And if you want to foster with the Arizona Humane Society, it's free. We provide everything that you need to be able to take care of a foster animal, 1, 2, 3, if you'd like a litter. And you can go to aziehumane.org/foster.
Oh, you guys said it. Fostering is so life-saving. I cannot believe we have this many pets in foster, but we always need more, so thank you so much for that reminder, ladies. And last week, we gave a few important heat safety tips, and today's show is no different. But first, oh my gosh, Stacy, everyone is in love. Who is this?
Oh, this is little Marley. She's 2 years old, and she came in as an owner surrender with Nico, who you'll meet later on in the show. They have her listed as shy and timid, but she has been just responding to everybody who comes up to pet her or cuddle her. She gives you kisses. She's curious about any toy, and she loves treats. I think she knows I have a few in my pocket here. But she is so sweet, and if you're looking for a dog that you can, you know, sit with on the couch and just cuddle all day long, she'll let you carry her around all day long. But you mentioned the heat earlier, and the heat is on here in Arizona. And we just want to remind you that it is illegal to go hiking with your pets when the temperature is 100 degrees and more. And we don't recommend hiking with pets at all because they can overheat. So just keep those pets safe inside and enjoy your hike without them. But for more information on how to keep your dogs cool and safe, you can go to aziehumane.org/no-hot-dogs-az. But this is little Marley, and she's so sweet, and I'm attached to her already. So come on down and see her.
I don't know. We'll see if she leaves the studio. And that's a great reminder about heat safety. Unfortunately, there were a few cases last year where pets did not make it. So thank you for that, Stacy. And don't change that channel. We have more pets who need your help, including this adorable kitty. We'll introduce you to her later on in the show. Welcome back to the show. Now, like we've been saying, we are entering the hot summer months, which means pets are going to be absolutely pouring into our shelter, which they already are. And if you would like a career to help the sick, injured, and abused pets that we care for at the Arizona Humane Society, there are a lot of different opportunities, including in our development program, which raises funds for our pets. This is Christina's story.
My name is Christina Wirtz, and I'm the Corporate Giving Manager. I've worked at AHS since 2022. I started off as our Events and Partnerships Specialist, and then last year I moved over to our Corporate Giving Manager, overseeing all of our events. We're responsible for building relationships with donors and really connecting them to the AHS mission. So through corporate partnerships or through individual giving, and it all kind of comes back to events as well and engaging them. And from that comes funding for all of our really important initiatives that we have here. Every day is different for me, but usually I start by just checking in with my team, get a temperature check on what we've got going on for the day, catch up with some emails. And then really it's just a mixture of meeting with like corporate partners, maybe working on some sponsorships, some deliverables, coordinating with our events team, going over any logistics that we have coming up, and then working cross-departmentally as well, just to make sure that we're doing everything that we need to work with all the different departments, gather the information that we need, and make sure that everything is flowing smoothly, whether that be through corporate partnerships or through events. I love knowing that the work that we directly do impacts the mission here. There might be days where we have huge wins and there might be days where there's smaller wins, but at the same time, our entire team has the same mission and we're all passionate about pets. And I just really enjoy being around those liked individuals and celebrating all the wins, big and small. Recently, one of my favorites was Home Depot. So our EAMTs use their 5-gallon buckets to drop off to give water to pets in need. And I was able to connect with a local Home Depot, actually 3 different stores, and they donated over 300 buckets. They did a whole design on the side of the pallet and went above and beyond, dropped it off, and our EAMTs will now have those buckets for the summer heat. So events are huge because that's the time where our donors and our attendees can actually like really engage on site. We'll have the Parade of Paws at the end of Compassion with Fashion, where people can meet the pets ahead of time and then you know, get them at the end, see them walk the runway, and then they find out if they won that pet or not, and that's really fun. An event is just a nice way to give them an overall experience and really truly see what AHS is about, but also, you know, just having a good time, and puppy kisses and kitty snuggles are the best. We take puppy walks. You know, we'll go downstairs, because oftentimes, you know, wherever we're working, we're a little separated from the pets. So taking the time to get up away from the computer and just go around and walk and just see some of the animals and know that that is why we're working so hard, it lifts us up. And then also just, again, celebrating those big wins. And sometimes they're losses, but it's like in a beautiful way. Like that might not have worked out, but it's opened a door for something else. And I think we just always have a way of supporting each other and having each other's back and looking at the silver lining in everything. So when I was a little girl, I actually adopted 2 cats from Sunny Slope, Max and Xena. I think there was like an adoption special or something going on, and so I was selected to be on camera with my 2 pets. I think it was for one of the local news stations. And so being there and being in front of like the Sunny Slope sign with the pets and just knowing that that's come full circle for me later on in life makes those 2 pets like super memorable for me. Ocean 44. It's very bougie of me, but I love seafood and a good time. That's really hard for me because I love live music, but I would say like Odessa, Rufus du Sol, and then I love Chapel Roan. I mean, it's more of a snack, but I'm a chips and dip kind of gal. I am a sucker for 50 First Dates. It's a classic, it always makes me laugh, and I love Adam Sandler, so definitely 50 First Dates. Something I'm really passionate about is music. My previous job, I produced concerts, festivals, special events, and so I've just always really been drawn to live music, music festivals, so that's where you'll catch me a lot of times on the weekend. I have 2 border collies, Riley and Mia, so I'm always taking them on walks, taking them on hikes. I also live in downtown Phoenix, so I love exploring new restaurants, new coffee shops, and I also enjoy spin class with my friends. In fact, I go to spin with some of our development members. I do not have any hidden talents. However, I did just acquire the Native American flute, and I'm trying to learn how to play that because I feel like it's very unique and not a lot of people know how to do it, and I think it is so beautiful, and I love that it's native to the land that we're at. My favorite place in the world is the island of St. John. It's the U.S. Virgin Islands. I just took a trip there a couple of months ago. The people, the culture, and of course the beach were absolutely fantastic, and I really, really loved it there. Someone I look up to is a lady named Carolyn that I used to work with at my previous job. She knows everything about events, but she's always just like cool as a cucumber, like nothing can faze her. And also she's just really big about like living life to the fullest, going and, you know, taking those vacations, spending quality time with family, doing fun things, and I just really look up to her as an individual.
We are so grateful for everything that Christina and her team does. If interested in learning more about other roles at the Arizona Humane Society, you can visit aziehumane.org/careers. And make sure to stay tuned. We have a pup that is definitely for you if you're a fan of Australia or rock and roll. I don't know, there's a clue for you. Can you guess his name? We'll let you know if you're right when we come back from the break. Welcome back to the show. Now, we asked if you could guess this pup's name, and depending on how you look at it, he could be named after a British rocker or maybe a nickname for Australia. What do you think?
Definitely a rocker. This is Azie. Azie is a 3-year-old pit bull who came into us wild and crazy and had probably gotten into a little skirmish with another dog. So he seems super social and friendly, so we have him as dog intro. But it may be the other dog didn't like him. You know, we never know. We'll know more about him when you come down to meet him. But he's super social, happy, and he's that kind of guy who wants to go on hikes and walks with you. And you know where he'd love to go? Uncle Bear's. Uncle Bear's has pet-friendly patios all throughout the valley, and they always have been such great partners to the Arizona Humane Society. They have a charity golf tournament on August 8th. The proceeds are going to go back to the Arizona Humane Society. You're going to get all kinds of great Uncle Bear's swag, of course, some food and drinks. So if you're thinking a way to help AHS and you like golf, that is a wonderful way. You can go onto unclebears.com's website or aziehumane.org/events and sign up to help pets and golf.
And just a little correction, it's actually June 8th, so it's coming up very quickly. So thank you for that, Lisa. And now we go to the queen of the Amazons, or at least a kitten that's named after her. Please tell us about Hippolyta? She's climbing you like an Amazon right there.
This is Hippolyta. She is one of the litter mates that you saw earlier. She is a diluted calico, 10 weeks old. She was brought in by our field team. I did some research. Hippolyta is a warrior queen from Greek mythology, but her name represents female strength and power, and I definitely think she's going to live up to her name. She is in good health, she's cute, she's social, and she's very sweet. She's very feisty too, though. If you want to take care of your own furry warrior queen or king, keep in mind that we have an upcoming mobile vet clinic on June 11th. This offers low-cost veterinary services to help keep pets in your homes. You need to RSVP and put a deposit down to save your spot. So to learn more, you can go to aziehumane.org/events to RSVP.
Oh my goodness. You know, I think that's where she's going right now. She's going to the vet clinic. Thank you so much for that, Hannah. And we have an adorable adoption update. This brave little pup is a puppy mill survivor carrying the scars from his past, including a missing piece of his ear, which has been, you know, his story has been anything but easy. Ollie spent most of his first year in his new home tucked under furniture, trembling through panic attacks, and needing the comfort of his Thunder shirt to make him feel safe. Earning his trust has definitely taken time, patience, and lots of love, but reminds us that every rescue pet deserves a chance at happiness. His family has accepted that he needed more time to decompress and love him exactly the way he is. Now, as you can see, he cuddles up with his humans and his golden retriever brother, Rusty. His resilience reminds us about the 3-3-3 rule and to give our rescue pets time to decompress, as well as the reason to adopt, not shop. Oh, we are so happy for Ollie. Look at them, adorable. And the hot and dangerous summer months are definitely here, like we said. And you know what? There are a lot of lost pets out there, right, Sula?
Yes, and this beautiful, sweet, sweet dog is Nico. He's a 2-year-old Chihuahua. And earlier in the show, you met Marley, who is his best friend. They were rescued together and by our field team when their owner couldn't take care of them anymore. Nico is super sweet, and he loves treats. Actually, he ate all the treats while we were in the break, so I don't have any treats for him left. But anyway, July 4th is fast approaching, and it's a good time to remember that fireworks are very frightening for our pets, and we need to keep them safe. And the best way to keep them safe is by assuring that they are microchipped and have their ID tags with up-to-date information. So if your pet goes missing, hopefully not, you can visit azhumane.org/lostpets, where you can find a lot of things that help you bring them home.
Oh my gosh, Nico loved those tips. Thank you so much for that, Sula. We might have all the dogs going home today, I don't know. And speaking of summer, it's time to get rid of items you're not using anymore, and why not give them to a good cause, right, Stacy?
That is right. This is little Ray Steele, and Ray Steele was brought in as an orphan with siblings. And his eyes and ears weren't even open. That's how young he was. And so he eventually went to our bottle baby ICU and then went into foster so that he could gain weight, which he did very well here. He's nice and fluffy. He's energetic. He likes to play. His foster hero said that he was a spider monkey on the couch. So he likes to play a lot, as you can see here. But you had mentioned thrift stores earlier. We have 2 throughout the valley at our Mesa and Cave Creek locations, and every day they have lots of awesome items at amazing prices. So it's a good way to, get some nice goodies for yourself, and the proceeds go back to the pets here at our shelter. So for more information on that, you can go to azhumane.org/locations.
Absolutely. And you know what? We absolutely want you to stay here with us because we have some more adorable pets that you're going to meet after the break. Welcome back to the show. We saw this cutie before the break, and I don't know, I see a certain breed in him. What do you think, Christine?
Well, I mean, it would be a good guess. I probably think a Corgi mix. Fluffy and a little bit short with a long body. This is Denji, and she is 2 years old, 26 pounds, and her owner had to give her up and was sharing information with us that she's friendly and treat motivated. She's a little shy with these treats we're offering her today, but she's putting on her best smile for us. She had a little nail trim and she was super sweet, so she's had her petty, and she's just a playful little perfect pet ready to be adopted. So the Arizona Humane Society has all different types, sizes, shapes of pets available. If you'd like to check them out, you should go to the website and you can create a wish list. And we give you alerts if there's a type of pet available that is on your list. So go to azhumane.org/adopt.
Oh, absolutely. It is a wonderful resource. So if you have a certain breed that you're looking for, that is a great tip. Thank you so much, Christine. And we definitely have a theme with one of our litters today. Who is this, Janine?
This is Theseus, very regal name. Means bravery, I think, but it's a little boy. 80% of orange tabbies are boys. Isn't that great? And they're always kind of known for being affectionate, playful, less aloof than most cats, but it's a pattern of their coat. It's actually not a breed, but he is just adorable. He doesn't have any stripes, so he just has more like polka dots on him. Look at this little face. Say hello, take me home. Well, he came in with our field team. They were 3 strays, and our field team, they are awesome. They went on 11,000 calls last year. It's our EAMTs, animal medical technicians, that they are like pet paramedics, and our cruelty investigators. But if you suspect any kind of cruelty, it would be great if you could call the police force and they will come out. Plus, they'll probably send one of our cruelty investigators out. And also, if you see pets in distress, then maybe they've been hit by a car or they're stuck in a wall. Our team will definitely take care of all that, which is amazing, the work that they do. So go on azhumane.org and find some more information. Right.
Absolutely. And speaking of that, we could not save the lives of the pets that come through our doors each and every day without our community support. So thank you so much for all that you do. And remember, if you are a foster, why not take in one more? Because there's always one more in need of your help. Thank you so much for tuning in with us this week. We'll see you right here next week for another adorable Pets on Parade.